Hi, thanks for joining me. So this weekend I'm at Powderham Castle down near Exeter in Devon for the 50th anniversary historic vehicle gathering. This is probably the biggest gathering of all things mechanical vehicles, etc. we see in the southwest. Not only is it classic cars, but of course it's tractors and military vehicles and traction engines and steam engines and motorcycles and bicycles. It's all here. So we're going to have a good look. It's 1800 exhibits, so I'm going to try and concentrate on things that actually stand out, and hope you enjoy it. Thanks very much. For Datsun 240Z, good old Rover SD1, the Vitesse version, which was the top of the tree. This is something a little bit different, a Fiat 124, looks in beautiful order, very eye-catching Ford Thunderbird. Little minivan, very eye-catching, totally unrestored. I mean, my understanding is it is roadworthy, so mechanically I believe it is used. We have a 106 Peugeot Rally, Jaguar E-Type fixed head coupe, we've got a beautiful Datsun 240Z. Very eye-catching colour. Very interesting Renault 4 van, commercial. Definitely something we don't see very much of. Good old Rover SD1, the Vitesse version, which was the top of the tree. Around the 1985 era. Opel Manta GTE, also from 1985, looking very smart in black. Ford Cortina Mark II. Not sure if that is the... Yeah, that's the 1600E. Very smart. Got the good old Ross style wheels going on. H, I suppose, about 1970. A couple of nice Mark III Cortinas. In fact, there's a little display of Cortinas here. Interesting one here showing lots of patina. Seems to be a bit of a thing these days. Rover 2000 TC. And next to it, its bigger brother, the 3.5 litre S. Got the mighty V8. Here we have a very interesting car. This is a 1971 Clan Crusader. Now, I did used to own one of these back in the day, used to hill climb it. Very successful competition car with a Hillman Imp. This kind gentleman let me sit in it earlier, which was lovely. Bit of a throwback memory wise. But this is a beautiful example. Hillman Imp powered.
Yeah, I've done more miles in a month with it than he did probably. He would take it to occasional shows.
It's certainly a beauty. Triumph Spitfire next to it. Triumph TR6. Very nice. Do like this little Lotus Elan in a very striking green. Super little cars. It's very eye-catching. Good old Triumph 2000 next to it. The estate version from 1973. Nice looking Mark 1 Escort. Mexico. Beautiful MG Midget next to it. Round wheel arch. Anyone that knows me will know I've got a bit of a passion for midgets. I've got one myself, recent purchase, probably a few months ago. You'll probably catch a glimpse of that later on in the video. Little Fiat 500. Seen this one quite a few times in the past. Very, very eye-catching two-tone colour scheme. This is something a little bit different. A Fiat 124. Looks in beautiful order. Left-hand drive. Always like looking inside Italian cars. They're always well appointed. Very nice. A couple of interesting Hillman Huskies here. Obviously, commercial versions of the Hillman Imp.
I can speak personally because I have used them when I came to renew my classic car policy for the dealers I have, and they were very amenable, very helpful, and also very competitive.
So I see this yellow one is badged up as a comma Imp.
And I know other club members have used them as well, and are very happy.
The red Husky next to it, I do know of the owner of this one, that is propelled by a motorcycle engine.
Finally, I'd like to say Exminster Garage. Exminster Garage has
Beautiful
been
little
providing
MG
vehicle
midget.
servicing
Seen
and
this one a
repairs
few
to Exminster
times.
residents and beyond for more than 100 years.
Super clean
And
under
they
the
have
bonnet.
continuous training in mechanical and electrical systems, which enables them
Next
to
to
work
that
on
we've
most
got a
modern of cars.
little Riley elf.
Knowledge and experience enables them to work on vehicles of all makes and
The very
features.
pretty blue.
Many customers are amazed at the savings that can be made from having their vehicle. Exminster Garage, they've obviously got the expertise to help us. So thank you to all of those sponsors. Again, without them, it's a you know, it does help in putting the club, keeping the cars on the road, and it also helps run this rally as well for us. As most of you will probably realise from the advertising we put out, this is our 50th event. It's a great thing to know.
Always popular, the American pickup trucks. It's a
by
Ford F3.
a small club event in the castle courtyard, believe it or not, and then expanded as car interest grew, expanded to the fields the other side of the castle, and
That's
also
Mark II Cortina.
size we have today. And whereas one time it was done by one person as a rally secretary, it now has to be a full team, rally team, who organise this event for us. And we're all volunteers, so it's not done commercially. You know, the profits that we make actually do go to charities. And I'm very pleased and proud of the club to say that over the years, for these 50 years, we've donated
Pretty
probably
little
close to
MG.
£300,000 to charities, mainly local charities.
Not
So
100%
thank you to
sure
everybody
exactly
who
what
supports
variant
the
that
event
is. I
and,
know there was a
you know, gives you know, the monies to sort of
D,
help
I think,
towards
an E
these
and an
charities.
F.
We do have three
Probably an
nominated charities for this year's event.
MGF, possibly.
One is Hospice Care, who are local, sort of looking after cancer care patients. Starter Motor,
Couple of interesting
we're
minis
very
on the
keen to
end.
support because they
Fairly
encourage
original
younger owners to learn how to
Mini
drive
Cooper
and
S
maintain
here.
these early cars, and they cover cars.
Doesn't
from
look
the
like
very
it's
early
been
days
over
up to the
restored.
sort of
Very nice.
typical classics.
Got a rather interesting
So
oil
they're
cooler
here as well,
hanging out the
you'll
bonnet.
go and talk to them.
Or out the
And
grill,
also
sorry.
Sidmouth Living with Cancer Support Group, and they do a tremendous job in the Sidmouth area supporting people who are living
And
with
next
cancer.
to it we got a very
And it's great
early,
that there's a support for people
very
like that.
eye-catching
So those are our
Ostrom
three
Mini.
charities that the club have agreed this year will have the proceeds, the benefits,
Absolutely immaculate,
the
this one.
profits from this event.
It's an original 850 from 1962. What's that? Probably the third year of production, roughly.
Done 2 or 3 for the club.
We see a few of the
and very interesting ones
commercial
as well,
vehicles.
about the new Taunton Motor Museum, which has started up. Also about Morgan cars, because he's been a Morgan enthusiast for many, many years. And if anybody would like to benefit from any of his talks, he can be found over in the crash box area. Very humorous, very interactive. So if any of you fancy having somebody along to an evening,
So this is a little
or even
gathering of
daytime
Borg
talk, if you
Ward
need somebody to
vehicles.
have an interesting talk,
I
then,
must
go and have a
confess to
chat
not
with
knowing a
Alex.
great deal about them.
He'll be delighted to help you out.
Very stylish looking cars. Very nice. Couple of nice MGAs. Very eye-catching in a sort of classic. Guess the general description would be like a baby blue.
Another event I've just been told about.
Stunning MGA in the red. Really eye-catching, especially in this bright sun. Temperatures in the high 20s here today, so it is very warm. A couple of early Land Rovers. So I'm just walking into the Crash Box display. The Crash Box Club are the hosts for the show. They organise it. Fantastically organised show it is too. This will be a nice looking TR7 convertible. Vauxhall Victor. You're not going to see one of these every day, are we? Stunning Aston Martin DB6. Beautiful smell of leather coming out of this car in the heat. Yeah, we certainly approve of that one. See every day. This is a Citroen SM. Very, very sleek, almost spaceship style vehicle. Those seats are almost curved. Looks super comfortable. Very nice. Because this show is so big, it's impossible to cover everything here. The video would be hours and hours long, but I'm specifically sort of looking for vehicles that perhaps are a little bit different. This is a BMW 1502. Very eye-catching orange. Around about the 1977 era. Little Austin 7 box saloon. They certainly are amongst the coolest of your older vintage cars. They always remain very popular. Not the most expensive cars to buy as well. You spend 6, 7 or 8,000 on one of these, you'll get yourself a really nice vintage car. Jaguar E-Type fixed head coupe. (1965) Series 1. Good looking car. Well, this is a bit of a stunner. This is a Chevrolet Corvette. Really eye-catching. Awesome looking upholstery in that interior. Seen this Mini a few times. 1979. I think the colour was called Opaline Green from my old Mini days, but absolutely spotless. I think it was a local car supplied from Exeter, just down the road. Good old MGB GT. Might be wrong, but I think that colour was called Harvest Gold. And a Model T. Model T Ford 1926. A few more of the lorries on display. As I say, this show covers pretty much all forms of transport. Fantastic motorcycle display, scooters, vintage mopeds, old pooch. Here's your sort of classic scooter club, Lambrettas, etc. They look a lot of fun. Oh, Gilera. My first moped was a Gilera Trials in the red, not dissimilar to this one. Around the 1977 area. Little Honda Chalet moped. So one of the big things about this historic vehicle gathering is a little bit more than a car show. It's almost like a county show with hundreds and hundreds of stalls. You can imagine a lot of them are selling old sort of motor memorabilia, but there's all sorts, you know, tools, clothing. So I'm actually coming into a few of the car clubs, and there's lots and lots of car clubs. This is the Devon Vintage Car Club. A couple of very, very grand Rolls Royces. Vauxhall Cavalier. Cabriolet. Not sure whether that was a standard thing or a conversion.
I don't want a deal on a Mini, you know, I want something better. Oh no, 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 no.
The Lancia Fulvia, the HF version, which was the tuned version to have back in the day. Very eye-catching Ford Thunderbird. You can tell without even looking that this is going to have a very striking interior. Yeah, very colourful. Little gathering of Austin Maxis. Little minivan. Very eye-catching.
This stuff in the car, so it was like you could push on all the seams around the car.
The Triumph Dolomite Club. A little gathering of vehicles, obviously, devoted to the Triumph Dolomite. This looks very, very meaty. Couple of great big, don't know what they are, whether they're 45 Webers. So as always, there are lots and lots of MG Car Club groups here. We've also got lots of Triumph. This is the TR register. TR6s. TR3.
If I got that, I would just get it. I'll just get it.
And we have Triumph Stags. I guess this is the Stag Owners Club. Loads of Triumph Stags. The Midget and Sprite Club. Round wheel arch, Midget Mark III, and Austin Healey Frog Eye Sprite. Nice early midget. Got the old chrome upright grille with the chrome mouldings down the side. That's an Austin Healey Sprite. Another good looking Frog Eye.
Really nice colour.
Beautiful Austin Healey 3 litres. Always stunning, these cars. This looks like it hasn't been out the restorers long. Just looks like a new car. And that's a proper used one. Jensen, the Triumph Sport 6 Club. We have Spitfires, we have GT6s, we have Triumph Tests. TR6 on the end. Next door we have the Ford Anglia. Ford Anglia Owners Club.
That's right, yeah, flying off a little.
Harry Potter and Ron Weasley be in their element in here. That one wouldn't look out of place on the old Heartbeat programme, would it? The police. The only thing I find when I walk past these car clubs, because the camaraderie must be great to sit there as part of a group, but for people that are actually looking at them, do they actually look at them all? I'm not so sure. My gut feeling is I think people would just gravitate to one or two, and probably would it be the ones that stand out? Difficult, just my opinion. I just wonder sometimes whether you're better off being in a mix, and then your car will come up as people walk along and you hope they stop and have a good look. More MGs. This is the MG Owners Club of Exeter. Very good looking midgets. Spoke to the gentleman with this green one earlier. Beautiful car. Couple of good old MGB GTs. I would say there's probably, I wouldn't like to say there are probably much less than 50 MGBs here today. Probably more than that. Ford RS Club, Devon. Seen the rally car here a few times. And the classic Roger Clark livery. Ford Mustang, around the 67 mark. Triumph. So that has the straight 6 2-litre. So that is a very early 1960. Looks like a Morris Mini. Very standard looking. Very original, which is nice. Look at the seats inside. Yeah, Mini Minor, Morris Mini Minor. My first car, 1963, mine was. And I expect this one's the same. It's got the old, don't know if you can see it down there, you've got the old floor starter, like a button. Car next to it couldn't be further different, could it? Audi Quattro. Very purposeful machine. Ford Zodiac. Right, this is the Austin 7 Club. And there's always one here I particularly look out for, and it's this one. And you can see the cups on the bonnet. It's already won loads of trophies today. Totally unrestored. I mean, my understanding is it is roadworthy. So mechanically, I believe it is used. But they've avoided all the temptation to restore it. For those fans of the patina look, this brings it to a whole new level. So that grey paint is the original grey paint. Austin 7 Ruby Mark II. Yeah, it's got MOT certificate on the window. There we go, 2004. Mileage 15,000 miles. A few of the Austin 7 specials. Amazing how many variants were produced or came out as specials of the Austin 7. Good old box saloons. Obviously a huge following down here at Powderham.
Huh? For you, with I bought mine and there's no personal link to you on the rest of it. It doesn't mention it to you. All the details.
1929, Torah. Little small gathering of Austin A30s. Rover P4s.
I'm waiting to be 100% sure that he's not last year again. No, but last year you were doing all this and saying all that stuff, and then I got back here, and then 2 weeks later it went back.
Lots of variants of the Morris Minor, including commercials. So this is quite an interesting one. 1959 Panhard. If I hadn't read that on the window, I would not have the slightest clue. Certainly never seen one before. It seems to be something that they are reluctant to remove the muck. If you freeze your frame, you can have a little read if you're interested in this. It's not something I know a great deal about, of course. RS2000 Mark 1. Very eye-catching green. Of course, the problem with those cars now is there's so many of them, and so many of them are just copies, or they've got Ford, you know, Focus ST engines or Duratex or something else in them. Austin Healey 100s, again some very eye-catching Austin Healey 3 litres. Always very eye-catching. Interesting car there in the back. It appears to be a Mark 1 Cortina. We've got a cross-flow engine, but we've got some, looks like 40 Webers. Cortina GT. The Tamar MG Owners Club. I was having a very interesting conversation with the owner of this MG BGT in aqua. It's the same colour as the midget that I've just bought. I was very keen to talk to him about colours. One of the things I'm struggling with is getting a colour match. Beautiful looking MGB Tourer. The Cobra Club. Obviously these are versions of the AC Cobra, and they are sort of modern copies, very popular, done by lots of different organisations. Pilgrim is one that sort of springs to mind. Of course, they all end up with a thumping great big V8 engine, but beautiful looking cars. Lots of Porsches. All very, very modern. Well, the majority of them are very modern. As ever on the channel, we tend to sort of favour the 2000 backwards cars. Just spotted a older 911 amongst them, so thought I'd just show you that one. Very smart.
Restoring a 914 at the moment.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah. Again, they're affordable as well, aren't they? You know, unlike these things.
See, if I had to take one of these home, it would probably be that one. So this is the Modern Classics display. We have a 106 Peugeot Rally. Of course, my other little car, other than the midget, is a little Peugeot 106 of a similar vintage. Of course, the Rally is the sporty one, very collectible, in black. Very nice. My friend's Mini Red Hot. You see that one quite often on the channel. Nice looking Fiesta XR2 next to it. Very nice. More classic motorcycles, mopeds.
And describe it as red or silver or with black wheels. Other than that, I have no idea what power or engine or whatever is in there. None at all.
Thing we see a lot of at Powderham. Obviously we got the big steam engines, but these are slightly smaller, I say slightly, much smaller copies. They basically are miniature working replicas. Slightly larger. Often used to pull little carts and things. Some of the tractors going into the ring. So here we have the big steam engines, traction engines, whatever they like to refer to them as. It's classic the way they quietly chug along. You'd think something so large would make such a huge noise, but you can hardly hear this. I would say a regular car engine makes more noise. Awesome looking machines. Lots of military vehicles here. Fairground attractions to keep the kids entertained. This is Clan Crusader again. The Hillman imp engine. Shoehorned in the back. I can remember removing engine and gearbox in one of these. It's about half an hour's job. Super quick, super easy. And this is my little midget here. Only owned it for about 3 months. Very rare colour called Aqua. 1972. Imported from Jersey. Enjoying owning it. And this MGB GT next to it. Ironically, I've seen it a few times on the channel, but has a Ford, I think, Pinto engine.
It's too darn hot. I'd like to sup with my baby tonight. Refill the cup with my baby tonight.
I've seen this one on numerous occasions. It's called the Jagster. It's based on a Jaguar V12 engine. Well, I think we've seen a fair selection. I've probably showed you about sort of 20% of what's here. It is massive. I'm conscious of not trying to make these videos go on forever. I hope you enjoyed it. Do consider subscribing, because that way you'll pick up more of these car show videos. And if you do get a chance, give us a like, of course. Thanks very much. It always helps the channel. See you next time.